talk about IBT, the Institute for Behavioral Training, on this show a lot. I think it's remarkable, and thank you so much for this service that you have done for our community, giving us a way that we can learn what we need to learn without having to leave our homes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we love the opportunity to speak to parents or teachers or professionals, and we actually really like that we can be in your home live with the click of a button. So thank you. We enjoy doing what we do.
It really is remarkable. And we asked you to come today to talk about this new designation, the Registered Behavior Technician. Tell us what that is and why it's so important.
Well, it's a pretty exciting thing for our field because what the BACB has proposed is a new level, basically, of certification for therapists. And this would be the direct staff working one-on-one with a child or student with autism. And so this credential really allows a new group to be certified and receive some really quality training and to have some ongoing monitoring, which is really nice for this level of employee or staff person.
Yeah, and it's really remarkable because we're seeing, as laws are passed in different states and insurance companies are covering things, people are asking for some accountability that the people who are working with the children have a certain level of training, correct?
Right, and it's really important because obviously therapists are going into family homes or into school settings, and for a long time, funding sources have been asking for a certification for this level of staff. And of course, we feel like it's only positive. The more requirements that we have for staff going in to work with individuals in their homes or in their school setting, we feel like that's a positive thing, and we'll give a little bit more guarantee, I guess, or satisfaction to parents or funding sources who are interested in ensuring that those folks do have appropriate training.
And so, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys have created a training that meets the requirements to become a registered behavior technician, and that's available now online. Somebody could start their training to get this qualification today.
That's right. We looked to the board's requirement when they put them out, and we felt like it was really important to address these training topics, and we released our e-learning at the beginning of March. And so we do have the 40 hours that are required for an employee, a staff person, to go through this training to become a registered behavior technician.
And it's separated into different modules, and
Yes.
you can buy them individually, or you can buy and pay for the whole training all at once, correct?
Yes, and the thing that's really nice about the way the certification is set up is it doesn't limit an agency, for example, to going to an outside source for all the 40 hours. For example, a clinic could decide that they're going to provide 10 hours of the training to their employee, but maybe they don't have time to finish the rest of the 30 hours. And so they can combine training that they purchase from IBT or from some other entity with training that they are also doing, as long as it's being provided by a BCBA and as long as it meets the criteria that the board has set forth.
Well, I would think that everyone who is doing ABA therapy right now who's not a BCBA would be scrambling to get this designation, to get qualified as an RBT. And we want to encourage them. They can go to ibehavioraltraining.com, and where do they need to go from there, Cecilia?
Well, we have a tab actually that is set aside for registered behavior technicians, and they can just click right on that tab. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is you're right. A lot of people are scrambling, Shannon, but a lot of people have questions. And in our development of this product, we had questions too. As practitioners, we wondered, how is this going to work? How can I implement this with my own therapy staff? And so while we were creating this product, we came up with a long list of questions ourselves, and we're offering free webinars for individuals who are interested to just learn more. And we have actually been booked. All those webinars so far have been booked, so we've offered more. And really the folks who are most interested are those people who are running clinics, behavior analysts who employ therapists, have a lot of questions for us. And so it's really been a nice forum to get practitioners from across the country on the same web call to just talk about the registered behavior technician certification and to discuss why it might be important, or to discuss valid questions that practitioners have about the certification.
And so how can somebody find out where to be and when to be for a webinar?
Also on our website, if you just check under the registered behavior technician area, you should be able to find a link. And if I've misspoken about that, you can email Catherine at ibehavioraltraining.com, and she can sign you up, or I guess put you on one of our waiting lists that we have to come to one of those webinars. We are finding it's pretty popular, so that's exciting to us.
It's very exciting. But I would think too, in this economy, when we have people who write into us on a weekly basis and say, I want to begin to work in the field of autism. It might be a parent or a teacher who says, I want more information, and you already have, we should be very clear, you have trainings specifically for parents, and you have training specifically for teachers. But if they want to have a career in the field of autism, they also could take this course and get certified as a registered behavior technician.
That's right. The minimum requirements are that someone is 18 years of age, has a high school diploma or an equivalent, and passes a criminal background check. And then they have to take 40 hours of training, whether that's with IBT, which we of course hope you'll do that, or they can get training with the BCBA who's supervising them. And then they have to pass a competency, which is really a nice feature of this certification because it ensures that individuals actually can implement the information that they've learned with an individual with autism or with any individual that they're working with. And then they pay a $50 fee, and if they've completed all those requirements, then the board will certify them as a registered behavior technician for 1 year.
Love it. And then I imagine that there will be continuing education credits down the road that they'll have to do to renew their license.
Exactly.
Or certification.
Yeah, the feature that's so nice and I think will help parents really get on board with this is that it requires that that registered behavior technician be affiliated with a BCBA. So they have to be continually gathering mentorship from a BCBA throughout the year. So it really ensures another level of professionalism and really professional guidance because, yes, they are certified, but they're required to be under the supervision of a more qualified practitioner. And so it's a really nice feature, and 5% of their work for the entire year has to be supervised by a BCBA.
And I have to say, you mentioned you hope that they do it with IBT, and let's go over some of the reasons why they should do it with IBT. You have a lineup of people who have extensive experience who lead these trainings, correct?
Of course. And one of the things right now, we're the only product that is available today to have 40 hours of training ready to go. So you're right. Someone could start their training today. One of the things to remember is that you have to complete the 40 hours of training within a 90-day period, and that's the board's requirement. So, of course, we want people to come to us because if they want to start today, we're really the place that they would have to come. And we have, of course, followed the board's guidelines. But after working in the field for about 20 years, we outlined some additional features that we think that therapists will really like. I have my list in front of me. We have a module on man training, so teaching basic requesting skills, which is really a popular module that we have. And one of the required features that the board placed was understanding client confidentiality and ethics, which we love because it really lifts this level of staff person or therapist to a higher level because now they're really understanding the important features of dealing with patients. There's a module. Go ahead. No, you go.
I was just going to say, I love this. I am so excited about this because we need some quality assurance in the field of autism.
Yes.
And I'm thrilled that you guys have taken this on because I know you are all about quality and getting that quality ABA. So this is remarkable. But there was another module that you wanted to tell us about.
I was just saying one of the things the board outlined was teaching the direct line therapist prevention of crisis behavior. And so you'll find that as well. And then another one you'll find in our product that you may not see other places is really an explanation on establishing operations and motivative operations, which is a higher level topic, but we really feel like the therapist needs to understand all of these key features in order to be a really great therapist. So you'll find quite a few topics. Of course, the ones you might expect on reinforcement and dealing with problem behavior, but we've added some other key features that we think really make our product stand out.
Well, I love this new designation. I love this training. I love that more of our therapists that are going out into homes are going to be more prepared, and I can only hope that at some point they require that anyone who works with a child in a classroom have to go through this training too. That would really make me excited.
I think it's really, I think it's a positive move for our field, and I think that many of us have been waiting for a while because we, as BCBAs, understand that the person making the daily behavior change with the child or with the teenager is that therapist or is that classroom aide or classroom teacher. So getting them training and certification, high-level professional training, to me is just a win for everyone involved. So I'm really excited about it too.
And again, we want to encourage people to go to ibehavioraltraining.com. There are many things that you will find there. There are many tabs. The one that we're talking about right now is Registered Behavior Technician. But also notice that there is a tab for teachers, there are a tab for parents, and there's a tab for professionals. And I love that you guys don't discriminate, and anyone can go in and purchase any of these trainings, so that if you want something that's a little more advanced as a parent, you can. And your trainings start as low as $7.50 a module.
Yeah, we think they're pretty valuable, but one of our ideals as practitioners who've been in the field for a while is we really felt like accessibility was really important. And it's important to us that a parent who's in crisis can literally sit down on their iPad and for $7 watch something that we see as valuable. And, of course, we feel like the information is very valuable, but we wanted to make sure it was accessible. So that's really important to us.
And your trainings are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Really, really remarkable. You can do it in your home. All I can say is how I wish I had had the ability to have that in my hands when my son was diagnosed. Yeah. You've created a new world for us, and I really want to thank you.
Sure.
It's remarkable.
And I feel the same way. As a beginning therapist many years ago, I was always looking for new information. So I think it's exciting no matter what perspective you're taking with autism, whether you're the therapist or the teacher or the parent. I think it's exciting to have all this information, at your fingertips.
It is. And I do want to say to our viewers too, take advantage of what you need, but also refer the other people who are interacting. Refer your child's teacher. Refer, if you have an ABA provider, be talking to them about, are there people the people that are coming to your home, are they registered behavior technicians? And let them know that there is an easy way that they can get this certification starting today.
Yes.
At IBT, ibehavioraltraining.com.